Alright, what's the word, cousin family? What's the word, y'all? How y'all beautiful people doing today? It's Tuesday. My dudes, man, it is Tuesday. And actually, man, feels great. Feels great. I mean, I'm off today, you know. But I guess oftentimes, man, I be trying to figure out, man, what to do with my time and shit like that. Like, I need to go on like a creative hiatus or some shit like that. Just checking out the vibes, man, seeing what's the vibes and shit like that today, man. What everybody doing, what everybody got going on. I guess I should start thinking about some ideas and shit right now, man. I've been having some ideas and shit just in the vote that I've been wanting to just put time to, and I guess that I just gotta just put the time in. I guess it's a little rough draft on the video that I'm gonna be doing after this and whatever like that. I think I was talking about. I think I was talking about balance. But no, y'all wanna know what I just actually just figured out? This world has no intention for you to truly be balanced. Because if this world did, there'll be 8 days a week rather than 7 days a week. You cannot, you cannot, you know, add 7 and 7 evenly, right, in order to get a even number, right? Even if you did, like 7 plus 7 is 14, but 1 plus 4 is 5. That would still be considered uneven. But if you did something like um, 8 plus 8, right? That's what 16. 1 plus 6 is 7, but I guess it still equals 7, right? The highest number is 9. So what would you have to do in order to make it 8? I consider 8 to be a balanced number. I don't know. Is that a band or something? Stray Kids. That sound like a band. I ain't never heard of them though. Do you know Stray Kids? A K-pop group. Oh, nah. Nah, I see. I know K-pop groups. Isn't it this one real popular K-pop group called like they're like a bunch of Koreans and shit like that. I forgot their name, but they like a boy band and shit. No, no, I never heard of them though. Are they like a good, boy band type shit? Like, how does that work? Kind of want to play the game and hop on the game and shit, but really, I think I just want to write. Like, people have to understand, man, that the true value, bro, that shit comes from inside. How's your life going? My life's going good. Actually, let me not say that. My life is going, right? I feel like a lot of times, man, we love labeling things good. We love labeling things bad when truthfully we don't know. That's why I guess people say to each his own, right? Because, something good for me could be bad for someone else. Something bad for someone else could be good to me. Like, we never truly know, right? So I try to move in life with awareness of all things, both the good and the bad, right? So that I can hopefully, you know, find balance in whatever I'm doing or in whatever perspective I'm viewing in, right? It's real easy in life for us to look at only our lives as, you know, important and main character like when people have just as complex and serious lives as we do. So good, bad, sad, happy. I mean, I don't know. I guess I feel a combination of all things, right? You know, I guess it's just being aware, right? Aware that even as I sit here, right, at peace, that chaos, right, there's someone outside in the real world living the exact opposite of what I'm living, right? So, you know, I guess you can say I'm aware of blessings and curses, I'm aware of ups and downs, I'm aware of hot and cold, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know, right? But I was just getting ready to say actually that I just literally just forgot what I was gonna say. I was getting ready to say something. Oh yeah, I was getting ready to say whatever comes out of you is probably what's more valuable than anything outside of you. If you actually think about it, right? See, love only means something when, well, let me say it like this: loving someone only means something when you love them inside, right? Like, let's just say a normal person that we see walking every day on the streets, right? We wouldn't necessarily look at them like, oh, I love them, right? But if we change the way we view them inside, then possibly we could look at a, stranger and be like, oh, I love them, right? It's all about the inside, right? It's never really about the outside, right? They can create some artificial ass shit in front of you, but if you don't really have any connection or resonance towards that on the inside, then whatever is artificial, whether it be a friend, whether it be love, will never really, you know, truly affect you, right? I heard this quote that had said that only words from the heart can reach the heart, right? Only words from the heart can reach the heart, right? People have to understand that, you have to feel from the heart in a way. I would even say as much as you have to even kind of think from the heart, right? See, I always like looking at it like this though, right? Your heart, your heart is your middle mind, right? Your top mind is like your brain, right? Your consciousness, I guess, right? And then below your top heart, you have bottom heart too. And I guess we can say that that bottom heart is like, well, really, you have like four hearts, actually, right? You have your brain, you have your heart, your actual heart, right? You also have your stomach. They call that your gut, and then below that you have your sacral chakra. You also feel with that. You also feel with your pleasure center as well. That is a heart by itself. Like a lot of times, you know, sex is often, you know, sex is often using that mind. Sex is often using the sacral chakra or the pleasure center more than the actual mind, because we don't really even be thinking a lot of times about the people we lay down with or sleep with, right? Not like really thinking about it, right? Or even less than that, we may even have a loving felt connection for them, so we may do it, right? But really, we're thinking with the sacral mind above, like all things, right? I don't know. But yeah, see, only words from the heart can reach the heart, right? And I've been trying to move like that lately, but you know what? I think that I should write that down. Like, let me take control. All right, when I say take control, you literally have to take control. You have to know first which mind is controlling you, especially if we have four minds, right? We have your brain, we have your heart, we have your gut, and then we also have your pleasure center or your reproductive organ, right? Now I was gonna agree to write something. Let me write that first, and then I will get back to the next point. But just so I remember it, so we remember it, right? Something real simple. Only words from the heart can reach the heart. So I actually wrote this down. And see, that's what's so beautiful about actually writing, because it unlocks more in yourself than you actually think, right? Like, and it's so crazy because, like, we really do have four brains. I'm talking to three of them right now. Like, I promise you, and we always do. We have three brains and we're always talking to them. We're always talking to our heart, we're always talking to our mind, we're always talking to our gut, and we're always talking to our pleasure center. I mean, we may talk to this area, our pleasure center or our reproductive mind, a little bit less because we're not probably always thinking about sex, but people out here that use this mind more than this one. Like, let's start to understand, people, that a heart, I believe, is not one thing. I believe a heart is what you listen to, because in hearts we see ear. We see ear. If you take away the R, that's heat. If you take away the H and the R, then that's eat. You can get three words, about four words out of the heart. Like, I'm gonna like literally show you. So you have heart. You can break this word down into ear. You can break this word down into heat. You can break this word down into eat. What else can you break this word down into? Heart. ear, heat, eat, hat. If you take away the E, right? It's crazy. What else? Tear. If you scramble up the words and take away the H, you can get tear. Tear. What else? Oh, and here, of course. So I would say the common denominator of this word right here would probably be here, right? See, your heart is whatever you listen to. Your heart is whatever you hear at that moment. Your heart can be, nigga, your heart can be what your brain is saying. Oh, I'm listening to my heart. When really it's not your heart. You would say, oh, I'm thinking it's my brain, but really it's one of your hearts. Right now, I wish I had like another phone or a device so I can actually, start looking up the actual specific definitions of words like heart. Like, what does heart actually mean? See, I'm finna tell y'all that it means something differently than what we think that it does because heart, we would say the heart in our, you know, in our body, right? We would say the heart in our body, right? We would use that to identify what a heart is. But if you was to show someone what a heart looked like, you would probably draw a picture of a heart. But that's not a true depiction of what your heart actually looks like. So what do people mean when they actually draw this depiction of a heart? See, people think that heart nowadays means love, right? And people associate love with what emotions or feelings and shit like that, right? But we know that feelings and emotions are just energy and motion, right? We know that it's just energy, you know, simply, right? And basically, I feel like we tune into certain energies or we tune into certain frequencies, right? And we only tune into those energies or frequencies because we hear them or we listen to them or we are in resonance with them. In another word, we hear exactly what frequency we are emitting in a way, right? We know when we're angry, we hear it, we feel it. We know when we're sad, we hear it, we feel it, right? You're using that, you're using your heart to basically feel and, you know, emanate that out, right? Like your heart for real actually, uh it has a it has a higher, what's the word? It basically has a higher frequency rate than your mind, right? Like your heart emits more, your heart emits more frequency in longitude than your brain does, right? I think about it. You can feel a motherfucker from all over the world. You can feel a motherfucker from across the world. But can you actually like really think about a person from across the world, like visually see them? No. See, the heart can go many different places. The heart can travel through many different dimensions, while the mind is more so stationary in the current fixed reality, I guess. Oh, what does this mean? Why am I talking about the heart today? Wow. Coincidence. Today is St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is filled with the color green. Green is the color of your heart chakra. But I wouldn't say that originally hopped on this video or hopped on this camera to explain what the heart was. So that's not my message, of course. So what is? I don't know. It's almost like what is life, right? Life is a combination of all things type shit, right? Life is a combination of the good, the bad, the sad, the ugly, the pretty, right? The beautiful, the horrendous, right? That's what life is. Life is a combination of all things, just like your heart is a combination of all things that you hear or in tune with, right? Sometimes I talk and I be thinking like, oh, how meaningless this is. Like literally. Am I just wasting energy talking? Because sometimes I feel like I am because life will happen whether you are talking or not. All you have to do is listen. All you have to do is hear, right? That's truthfully all you gotta do is hear. Like, damn, it's crazy. Imagine not being able to talk. Imagine if you were just like mute. Imagine that. I know that is people's like real reality, but like imagine if you were actually like mute. How good and how bad that would be at the same time. Like I'm not sure. Not ever being able to truly hear your voice. Crazy world we live in, man. Should I be at peace though? I should.